Hello everyone that's watching over on YouTube. Today we're doing another story time, and it's actually about the first time I ever got high. Yes, marijuana, weed. Do I have to censor that, guys? I don't think so, right? I don't think I have to censor marijuana. Anyway, if you heard it, then I didn't censor it. But my first time getting high from weed. So I guess we gotta start with the origins here, guys. We gotta start with the origins. Growing up, I had no relation to weed. Like growing up, I was just playing with monster trucks. I was playing with my friends. We chilling. My older sister is 9 years older than me, so she's a decade older than me. That always was it's not a fucking YouTube voice, bruh. They always say that. Him putting on the YouTube voice. Fricker, I talk like this no matter what. What's up, second channel? How y'all doing? Today we're gonna be talking about the weed story. Y'all got me fricked up. Y'all always wanna say some bullshit. Nah. I really be talking like this, bruh. No, you don't. Shut up. Anyway, hey, bruh, YouTube viewers, y'all gotta get in the chat. Look, we a whole ass unit over here. We're comfortable with each other. YouTube viewers, y'all gotta come over to twitch.tv/Tubington_. Anyone in the chat also have a crazy age gap with their sibling? Just don't make me feel alone here, because I know it's a crazy age gap, like 9 years. But does anyone else have an age gap like that with their siblings? I'm trying to see. Yes. 14 years? My sister's 27. I'm 18 years. Okay, so some of you guys can relate. So she started smoking weed in her teenage years, and I'm over here being like 9, you know? Like, I don't know anything about it. All I remember was that her and my mom would have arguments, probably about her smoking weed. She was going through her own traumas. Like, I don't blame the way she coped. We're not talking about her. The story is not about her. But that was my introduction to weed. So it was negative from the jump. It was negative, and it was just like, okay, weed is this bad thing. Weed is the thing that makes them argue. Weed is what slows you down. Weed is this lazy substance, you know? And then we hit high school. We noticed that some kids started hitting that pen that you guys call the pen. And to this day, I don't exactly know what a pen is. I think it's just the weed. My friend he tried describing it to me. He said it's like the microwavable version of weed, and if you really want good weed, you got to smoke it from a joint. That's what he said. So is that right, guys? Is that what a pen is? Is electronic weed that's like the microwavable version? I'm not 25. What the fuck? I'm 23. Yeah, low key. Yeah, sorta. Okay. So that's where we started noticing people smoking weed. It was with the electronic device. And again, me and my friends, we were called the crew. We still are called the crew, but now it's called 3W because there's 3 of us, and get it, because CR3W. Anyway, so when you hear me say 3W, that's our collective. But I haven't talked about it too much. But anyway, the crew was bigger back then. The crew was like 5, 6 of us. And so we started noticing the other kids doing the pen stuff. We didn't. We were just like, all right, bruh, we like skating. We're not going to do that. We're going to be cool, sober. Then I think junior year came along, right? Junior year comes along. And then one of our friends in the friend group got introduced to the pen by a mutual of ours, another random, right? And we were all like, oh, shit. Like, did you like it? Like, what's up? Like, we're interested. Now we're like, what the fuck happened? He's like, bro, yeah, that shit felt good. In my head, I'm like, bro, I saw what it did to my mom and sister arguing. I don't want to touch that shit. That's just me, though. And then he got my other friend into it. So now, out of the 3 of us, them 2 would use the pen, and they would take turns. And then I'm in the corner like a fucking cuck. I'm in the corner like this. I fucking hated it, bruh. I hated that shit. Bruh. When you're the only one in your friend group that's not smoking or some shit, I'm dead ass in the corner. Hey guys, whenever you guys are done, can we continue skateboarding again? Maybe we could skate to the 7-Eleven and get a pizza. But of course, only when you're done with your pen. You know, like that's me. That was me, bruh. And to this day, that is me. You know, I don't smoke. So that was dead ass me, bruh. And so obviously that annoyed me, bro. But I'm not their parent. I'm not like, hey, don't smoke, bro. But let me see my notes, because I know this story gets me like ignited. This story gets me ignited, bro. Anyway, so now they're smoking their stuff, right? And after high school, they started leveling up. They started smoking joints, hitting bongs. I wasn't even invited. I wasn't even there. I was focused on YouTube, and thank God it worked out. But I was focused on YouTube. They were smoking or whatever. Cool. Again, I'm not mad at you for doing that. You do you. But like I was having trouble sleeping. So I was like, I know, like, if weed gets you lazy, then it could get you sleepy, right? That was my mindset. So I called the only person I knew that I could trust, my sister, and I was like, sister, I would like to try edibles because I don't want to smoke weed. My mom would smell it in my room. I was like, I would like to try edibles so they could hopefully get me sleepy enough to knock me out. And she was like, okay. She's like, okay. We tried something before that. It was like it was like gummies to make you go to sleep. It didn't work. But anyway, so she got me edibles, and I have the exact image of what I ate. Okay, I didn't take it, but I found it on Google. This is what I ate that day. So this is a parody of Nerds, but it actually, like, this is their little company, right? Nerds without the E, no copyright. 500 milligrams of THC. Okay. And she told me, she's like, just eat a little bit. She's like, just eat a little bit. You don't need the whole thing. And I'm like, okay, I don't need the whole thing. I ate a little bit, and honestly, like an hour passed, and I'm like, bruh, I'm not feeling, like, I'm like, no way. Like, no way. Why am I not feeling shit, bruh? So I ate the whole thing. I ate the whole, all of that. I remember it was like this. It was like all of that. And I just was like, I was like, bruh, if I'm going to learn my lesson, I want to learn my lesson. And I ate the whole fucking thing. And I was like, ugh, let's like fucking crunching that shit. And it tasted so bad, I'm not going to lie. I fucking was eating that shit though. And swallowed it. And I was like, I dead ass. I was like, if I'm going to learn my lesson, I want to learn it the hard way. I said that. And I was like, I'm going to learn my lesson. I don't give a fuck. I want to learn my lesson. And bruh, learn my lesson I did, bro. Learn my lesson I fucking did. It took some time. It took some time to kick in. But I began watching YouTube videos. And then, bruh, my heart began racing like if I didn't even smoke weed or take edibles. My shit was racing like if I was on heroin, bro. Like I felt like my heart was gonna pop. My heart boom 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 boom. I'm like, bro, what the I'm like, what the fuck, actually? And then like my vision became laggy. Like I'm like looking around and like my eyes aren't even like my eyes weren't even able to focus. Like it was so bad. And then I couldn't feel my tongue or my jaw. This area and down this right here, it felt like I didn't have it, and I was so scared. And I couldn't swallow. It felt like my muscles, I didn't have control of the muscles. Like it was just like I was just like kind of stuck. I was just like that on my desk. I was just stuck. But here's the thing though. And yeah, I remember having to look at my limbs to move them. Like I would, like, for example, if let's say my hands are here, I would have to look at my right hand and then move it over here, look at my left hand and move it. Like it was some weird psychological shit that was going on with me. Bruh, here's the thing. Look, guys, here's the thing though. So yeah, I'm an idiot for doing that. I don't like whatever. Like that part for a little bit. But think about this, bruh. I'm panicking, right? I'm in a state of panic. I need help, right? I call my sister to help me out. Tell me why she starts arguing with me on the phone, bro. Oh my God, bro. Why did you take that many? I told you not to. I'm dying over here, sister. Respectfully, I don't need to hear this. That shit pissed me the fuck off, bro. Like I'm in like literally, don't you think about it? Like, okay, my little brother needs help. Why did you take that, man? I told you fucking not to. Oh, no. I'm like, hung up the fucking phone. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, bruh. I'm done with that shit. Big sister energy. That's big sister. You end up not fucking within the future energy. That's that energy. But I fuck with her. But like that's what I'm saying though. I'm on your sister's side with this, bruh. No. I'm like I said, I was stupid at the beginning, yeah. But like, come on. I need some love, bruh. Give me some love. So then I'm scared. I feel something coming up. Like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm about to throw the fuck up. Not W sister, bro. I don't give a fuck, y'all. Not W sister. I needed love in that moment and I didn't get it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. YouTube viewers, be on my side, please. Y'all gonna wanna be like, we agree with the Twitch chat. No, bro. Like, I fucked up. And plus, this was, how old was I? Like, I was 18 or 19. Anyway, oh yeah, so I called my ex-girlfriend on the phone, or I FaceTimed her. And like, it sucks because, remember, we're both living with our parents. So we don't have cars. She can't fucking drive to me and like be like, all right, Bertie, here, let me help you out. Let me put like a bed sheet over you. Let me hug you and shit. My ex-girlfriend couldn't do shit. I was just locked in my room. Like, she's just like, wow, that sucks. I wish I could be there and help you. I'm like, bro, oh my, that's not her fault. That's not her fault. But like, I'm like, oh my God, like, deadass. I just wanted, I deadass in that moment, bro. I just wanted comfort and love, and I couldn't find it. I was searching, bruh. So, and then I wanted to throw the fuck up. I didn't need validation. I needed love. I was like, if I throw up, my mom's gonna hear me. But I had to throw up. I'm on the bed. I lean like off the bed to the floor. Just, you know, that strong ass vomit where you don't even sound like yourself anymore. You sound like a grown ass fucking dad. You could fucking hear the water or the vomit spatter on the ground. Like, I'm destroying this pair of jeans I have down there. I'm just throwing up on the jeans. I'm like, bruh, I love those jeans. But I'm just, and then I'm like, my mom's gonna come in. My mom's gonna open that fucking door, bruh. It's over for me. Like, she never opened the door. Next morning, I find out, she's like, wow, I had a great sleep last night. I took NyQuil. Bro, I got saved. I got saved. That is the funniest coincidence ever. What are the chances? Bruh? Talking about, dude, I slept so good last night. She never even says that sentence. Bruh. I got to mop quick. I woke up, I mopped all that vomit, got it off. We're good. I washed the jeans quick. So then after that bad experience, right? I'm like, okay, I want a good experience with weed now. So I got my ex-friend, not my ex-girlfriend, like an ex-friend, right? He used to be in the crew. This was the kid that got introduced to the pen first out of all of us, right? We're not gonna give him a nickname, just ex-friend. And he's like the pro. He knows about bongs, he knows about joints, he knows how to roll up, he knows all this shit, all right? I'm like, all right, bro, I wanna smoke a joint. Keep in mind, I'm 19, and I'll show you guys the image of what I look like that night, but there's two different nights. So there's a day where like we go to the park, and then he has a joint, and he's like, here you go. And then I'm hitting it, nothing's happening. Yes, I'm inhaling it. I know someone in the comments gonna be like, well, were you inhaling? Yes, bruh. That shit, I was making sure that shit hit my fucking lungs, bro. Nah, I wasn't inhaling that shit. I didn't feel shit. There's this rumor. Have you guys heard the rumor of like, you don't get high the first time you smoke weed? I heard that before, and I guess that happened. But I was inhaling that shit. I was fucking SpongeBob without water, but with weed. That was me. Didn't feel shit. And then he's like, all right. He's like, we're gonna level up. We're gonna get you a bong now. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm up, like, I don't care. Like, the edibles were ass. I couldn't do the joint. Now let's see what's next. And I have a picture of what I looked like that night. If anyone can find the other picture, please, because there's a picture out there of me that looks just, I couldn't find it, but I think it's on Pinterest or something, or maybe in my Discord server. This is what I look like. Okay. I had, I think 60,000 subscribers. And there's an image of me out there. This is my old car. There's an image of me out there with my eyes fucking red as fuck. All right. So if anyone can find it, please put it in the Discord and medias. Keep in mind, this is what I look like throughout what I'm about to explain. So I'm 19 here. This is the parking lot. We go to a random parking lot at like 10 or 11 p.m. He starts hitting the bong. I start hitting the bong. Bruh. That shit killed me, bro. That shit killed me. Like, what do I mean by that? Bro, let me get my notes out. Yeah, Unc needs his notes again. Sorry. It's just so many details, bro. I felt every single hair follicle on the back of my head. Right here, I felt like millions of hair follicles. I felt all of them. I don't know why that was the effect for me. I felt all the hair follicles, my heart racing again, bro. I thought weed was that shit where like, it calms you down, bro. Nope, that shit got me fucking active, bro. Now I'm like, bro, I can't do this shit. I feel all the hair follicles, all the millions of them. But my body was slow. Like, I'm like, inside, I want to fucking run a mile, but on the outside, I'm like this. I could barely I could barely open my jaw. Like, bro, I don't think I like this, bro. Like, that's probably what I said. You know? And I don't know why fuckers always ask me the same fucking thing, bro. Like, when cause I usually try smoking weed yearly just to see if it got better. It never gets better. It never gets better. I might have to retire it. But anyway, they always ask this shit. What are you feeling right now, dude? Fucker, bad. Don't you see me? I'm frozen. What the fuck you mean? What are you feeling right now? Fucker, bad. I'm feeling bad. I don't like it. They always want to ask some stupid shit, bro. And they're always baked as to asking, what are you feeling like, dude? Man, get your... But anyway, there's lore to that too, because why do you think I made 2 Gay Cats episode 2 about that? It was what I always wanted to hear. But anyway, someone put it in media? Someone put it in medias? Nah, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. They're saying they're asking if it's this one. Nah, there's a selfie version. It's a selfie version. That's not it. The thing is here, right? I think I got like traumatized genuinely because I had to drive home, and that's fucked up. Like, I still to this day think that's fucked up. Oh, backtrack a little bit. This friend, my ex-friend, right? And remember how I told you guys the first time I did the edibles, my sister was like, why the fuck would you do that? You know, like angry. I'm like, man, I want to love. And then my ex-girlfriend was just on FaceTime, was like, I wish I could be there. And I'm like, fuck. And then this friend, the coach, bruh, I throw up. I'm like, bruh, I don't feel good. I throw up, right? Ugh, I throw up. His ass just laughing at me, bruh. Oh my fucking... I can't get no love in this bitch. I can't get no love in this bitch when I'm trying fucking weed, bruh. This dude just laughing at me, bro. I'm on a parking lot. When we're in a parking lot, he just laughing at me. I feel bad already. I'm like, check again. Nah, it's not that one either. They thought it was this one. It is not to this one. Maybe I haven't posted it, man. Maybe I'm tripping. I wasn't high in that one. It is L Friend, bro. L Friend, like, we should have been you because we kicked them like earlier this year. But anyway, maybe I haven't posted it, guys. You don't have to keep looking. Maybe I didn't post it. I had to drive, bro. I don't think that's good, like, at all. Like, you're trying a new... Well, I'm going to say drug for this sentence, okay? You're trying a new drug, and you got to drive home? Because guess what? I was one of the first of my friend group to drive and get a license. Responsible guy. But anyway, I'm like... This dude already laughing at me. I couldn't, like, I'm high out of my mind, but it doesn't feel good. My heart's racing. I have to drive. We passed by a Jack in the Box. Bro, I had to fucking calculate. I told this story a little bit before on the 2 Gay Cats episode 2 explanation stream. I had to like plan my pedals, like acceleration. You know how you accelerate in a car? You put your foot down and it goes forward. Bro, since my muscles were so slow, I had to plan 5 seconds before. I had to be like, go. And then the car would go. Because I was so slow. It was so scary driving literally under the influence. I dropped his ass off. Well, we went to Jack in the Box, bro. Jack in the Box felt like it took a year. Like, it felt like we were there for a year, like waiting for the food. I think they also coincidentally took a long time to make the food. Which sucks. Because I'm like, no way. Dropped his ass off. I'm driving back. Coincidentally, like a fucking movie, I see a cop. I'm like, bruh, no way. A cop is like in my direction. But luckily nothing happened, but it was just like a movie. Kept going, made it to my house. That shit was scary driving like that, bruh. That shit was scary, bro. That shit did not feel like weed. That shit felt like Molly or some shit. That shit felt like another drug. That shit was not for me. Obviously, that wasn't good. That's another reason I didn't like getting high. Because I was just the most responsible out of my group. I was always the driver. I was always the group leader. I still am the group leader. I feel like that's why to this day I don't like getting high. Like, And this is not the end of the story. There's more. Yeah, I feel like there's a sense of responsibility. Like, I was never the secondary crew member, ever. I was always the guy driving. I was always the leader. I was always getting everyone ready. So when I would engage in, like, smoking weed with them, it felt like we fell apart. Facts. Facts, though. I always throw up when I smoke weed, even with the pen device. And so this caused me to have this hatred for weed enjoyers. So I had this hatred for weed for years. Like, I was just like, if you smoke weed, you a fucking loser. Fuck you. Like, that was my mindset. I would cope by saying, I'm glad you smoke weed because it leaves less competition for people like me who pursue their dreams. Bro, I was a hater. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like that anymore, but I was fucking hating. I was a hater. Oh, but hey, tell me that quote not hard. But that's not me anymore. That's not me anymore. That's not me anymore. I don't want y'all to be like, why does he hate us? Nah, bruh. Nah, I don't hate y'all. Holy playground. It's not playground insult, though. That's dead ass, bruh. That's the dead ass, though. Like, less competition. Who knows? There could have been another morbid documentary YouTuber, but he got addicted to weed. And he didn't do it. You know, that's how I was thinking back then. And to some degree, you could think like that for everything. But sadly, it did completely ruin that addict friend's life in front of our lives. Like, it did. And obviously, he's the one that ruined his own life. But he used to have a personality. And whenever he smoked, which was all the time, he would lay down on the couch and just, huh? Tight shit. Huh? That's funny, bro. That became our friend, our once good friend that was excited about life, that was excited about little things, and then he just became, huh? Hey, bro, I'll see you later. So we had 2 talks with him. We had one talk. We were like, bruh, I think you should cut it out. I think you should cut out the weed. He's like, I didn't care. He kept doing it. Second talk. Bro, we're not going to tell you again. I think you should cut out the weed and focus on whatever you want to do. And he's like, all right, dude. He started crying and shit. He didn't stop. And we removed him from our lives. That's just how it is. Why would we associate with someone that just doesn't want to, keep going in life? But yeah, as I've matured, I don't hate people that smoke weed. I'm going to save that speech for the very end. But so then if we backtrack a little bit, before we lost that friend, I had this other girlfriend, and to this day, she's like the most loving person I've ever met, and I hope she's doing good in life. It was always an ick for me, like, and it still kind of is. Like, it still is an ick for me when people just smoke weed in general. But that's just me, though. Again, don't get offended. I don't want anyone or the YouTube viewers or you guys to be like, he hates us. Nah, bro, I don't hate y'all. Live your life, just as long as you doing your shit, like you good. Anyway, it is. Cum gobbler, it is. But here's the thing about that part. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get high with you. Like, I'm like, this could be the solution, right? If I always wanted love or comfort while smoking, because it makes me like, it's such a different world for me. I was like, you know what? Maybe if I have a girlfriend, like, and she's there with me, and I was like, okay, I had a girlfriend and she smoked weed. I'm like, can I try smoking weed with you? And she was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, oh my God, yes, I'm finally gonna get like a sweet coach, sweet person right there. Again, my heart started racing fast. It wasn't for me, but it wasn't the worst. It wasn't throwing up bad. So I took a hit out of the pen. I'm like feeling something. I didn't like it too much. Tell me why. Again, I'm like, okay, finally a person with love, like, that's going to coach me. Tell me why she starts asking me questions about my ex-girlfriend. Why? Why would you do that? She made the whole thing uncomfortable and awkward. Like, we were high, right? And then she just brought her up and starts like being like weird questions on some like, yeah, but when's the last time you texted her? Like interrogating me. I felt like if I got fucking, it wasn't on purpose, but it felt like I got drugged and then just fucking interrogated. It felt like a plan. I don't believe it was a plan. She was genuinely a good person. It was just a bad thing she did. It was just bad. But yeah, I'm like, no way. The only person that was like supposed to be, I don't know. You know what I mean, bro? I was like, no way, bro. How? You're here dying. That's all she cares. man. I don't know if, like, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt, but there is a chance that in her head, she genuinely was like, I got him. Like, he's high. He could probably say some shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. It did kind of feel like a setup. As I've matured, I don't hate people that smoke weed. I'm 23 now. I don't hate people that smoke weed. I was envious in my teenage years or my late teens, I guess 19, 20. But if you smoke weed, if you do anything like that, that's great for you. And I'm happy you found something that makes you feel good in the moment. That's awesome. My hatred should have been towards addiction and not weed, you know. Nowadays, I don't do any drugs. I'm not talking prescribed drugs here. But I only drink on specific outings with friends. Like, that's the most I'll do. But I do wish I had better coaches that treated me with love. I'll end it off by saying, do what you want to do, but make sure that you take care of yourself and move forward. Like, that's how it is.